हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मैं हूं रामेश्वर और आप सभी का मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पे स्वागत है। फ्रेंड्स, जैसे कि आप जानते हो, आवर बेसिक एम इज टू कवर डिफरेंट कंसेप्ट्स ऑफ फूड एंड बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट। फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, आवर टुडेस टॉपिक और डिस्कशन इज ऑन इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड। इसमें हम टिपिकली तीन चीजें देखने वाले हैं। फर्स्ट इज द व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द टर्म इलास्टिसिटी, इसका एग्जैक्टली मतलब क्या होता है। सेकंड थिंग, व्हाट आर द टाइप्स ऑफ इलास्टिसिटी, and third and most important thing is the subtypes of price elasticity and importance of elasticity of demand। ये हम तीन चीजें आज देखने वाले हैं। तो फ्रेंड्स, डेफिनेटली आई थिंक द होल सेशन इज यूजफुल टू यू। बिफोर मूविंग अहेड, इफ इट्स योर फर्स्ट टाइम ऑन माय चैनल, then don't forget to click on like and subscribe button and hit on the bell icon। फ्रेंड्स, अब हम बात करेंगे पहले चीज, दैट इज द व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय द टर्म इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड। इसके एग्जैक्ट मीनिंग क्या होता है। तो यहाँ पे हम एक बात कह सकते हैं, elasticity is nothing but responsiveness. What is the response among the two things, among the two entities? So it is one of the tool which measures the responsiveness of change with concern to price and quantity demanded. So what is the exact meaning or what is the exact relationship between the price and quantity is nothing but the elasticity. Or we could also say that it is nothing but a way, or it is nothing but a measure by which we could measure the change, or we could measure the relative change of price with concern to the relative change of quantity demanded. Okay, so that is the elasticity. ठीक है। और एक बात अगर करना चाहूँ तो what is elasticity? It is responsiveness of change with concern to the price and quantity demanded। ये हो गया पूरा elasticity के बारे में। अब हम बात करेंगे what are the different types of elasticity। देखिए, there are three types of elasticity। elasticity के typically three types आते हैं। First one is the price elasticity and which is most important from exam point of view। Second is nothing but your income elasticity and third one is nothing but the cross elasticity। elasticity का मतलब एक चीज अगर हम कम या ज्यादा कर दे तो what is the relative change on the other thing। It means if we increase the price that is in elastic nature, then what could be the reflection on your quantity demanded? So we are friends, as we know, there are three types of elasticity of demand। उसमें first है price, second income and third is the cross। देखिए first price, इसमें हमें देखना है कि what is the responsiveness of change। On one side there is a quantity and another there is a price when other factor remains constant। यहाँ पे अदर फैक्टर को हम कह सकते हैं ceteris paribus। इट इज़ अ लैटिन टर्म which typically means other factors remains constant like income, trends, population, scarcity of resources, season, etc. So that ED, that is price elasticity of demand, is equal to percent change in quantity demanded divided by percent change in price। Second, income elasticity of demand। यहाँ पे it typically shows responsiveness of quantity demanded to change in consumers' income like other factors remains constant। That's why income elasticity of demand EI is equal to percent change in quantity demanded divided by percent change in income। ये दो हो गए। अब हम तीसरी बात करेंगे, दैट इज द क्रॉस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड। देखिए, इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्रॉस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड, यहाँ पे चेंज इन डिमांड ऑफ वन कमोडिटी ड्यू टू चेंज इन प्राइस ऑफ अदर रिलेटेड कमोडिटी, इट इज अगेन डिवाइडेड इनटू सब्सटीट्यूट प्रोडक्ट और कॉम्प्लीमेंट प्रोडक्ट। देखिए, सब्सटीट्यूट का मतलब ये होता है कि इफ वी से ए सब्सटीट्यूट बी, इसका मतलब बी के जगह पे ए आ गया, लाइक टी एंड कॉफ़ी एक्ट एज अ सब्सटीट्यूट फॉर ईच अदर। वेर एज कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स मीन इन कंजंक्शन, दे आर अगेन कंबाइंड टुगेदर, लाइक we could say coffee and donuts are the complements। Okay, so here cross elasticity of complementary goods is positive in nature while cross elasticity of substitute product is definitely negative। So that the formula for cross elasticity of demand, whereas percent change in quantity demanded of commodity A divided by percent change in income of related commodity B, दैट इज़ नथिंग बट द क्रॉस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड। इसमें टिपिकली हम देखते हैं व्हाट इज द चेंज ऑफ वन प्रोडक्ट विथ कंसिडर द चेंज ऑफ प्राइस ऑफ अदर प्रोडक्ट। सो फ्रेंड्स, एज यू नो इट, देयर आर डिफरेंट 5 टाइप्स ऑफ प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड। कितने टाइप्स है? टिपिकली देयर आर 5 टाइप्स ऑफ प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड। देखिए, फर्स्ट वन इज द परफेक्टली इन इलास्टिक डिमांड। second perfectly elastic demand, then relatively elastic demand, relatively inelastic demand, and fifth one is the unitary elastic demand. तो हम बात करेंगे वन बाय वन. फर्स्ट इज द परफेक्टली इनइलास्टिक डिमांड. देखिए फ्रेंड्स, इफ सपोज वी आर लुकिंग अबाउट द वर्ड परफेक्टली इनइलास्टिक नेचर, इट मीन्स व्हाट? The relationship between price and quantity is not in an elastic way. It is typically inelastic. मतलब प्राइस और क्वांटिटी का कुछ भी तालमेल नहीं है. दैट इज द परफेक्टली इनइलास्टिक नेचर. इफ वी टेक अ लुक अबाउट द डायग्राम, अगर हम डायग्राम की सबसे बात करें तो देखिए यहाँ पे एक्स एक्सिस रिप्रेजेंट करता है क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड, वाई एक्सिस टिपिकली प्राइस, एंड दिस इज द ओ पॉइंट इज द ओरिजिन. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? फॉर द परफेक्टली इनइलास्टिक डिमांड, ओके, no matter what is the price, here no matter what is the price, your quantity demanded remains same. आपकी जो क्वांटिटी है वो remains same रहेगी, उसका प्राइस कुछ भी रहा फिर भी your quantity demanded remains same. That is the nature of perfectly inelastic demand. Your quantity demanded remains same irrespective of the price. It means though there is an increase or a decrease in price, but the demand remains same. That is the perfectly inelastic demand. Simple example, different types of life saving drugs, or we could say salt is one of the best example. Apart from them, yes, water is also one of the example for the perfectly inelastic demand. यहाँ पे example क्या आते हैं अपने typically salt, water. ठीक है, देखिए एक बार और बताता हूँ. perfectly inelastic demand, no matter what is the price, though it is 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 100 rupees, or you could say 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 15 rupees, but your quantity demanded remains same. That is the perfectly inelastic demand. So friends, for the perfectly inelastic demand, where E stands for elasticity, elasticity is equal to 0, because may there is a huge change in price, demand remains constant. That's why E is equal to 0. अब हम बात करेंगे second type, that is the perfectly elastic demand. What happens here? Though if suppose there is a fractional change in price, I am talking about just a fractional change in price, make a huge difference in the quantity demanded. That is the perfectly elastic demand. It means if we move up the price with a fractional change, then our demand could be stop one. हमारी डिमांड ही यहाँ पे खत्म हो जाएगी. That is the nature of perfectly elastic demand. So that here elasticity is equal to infinity. Okay. So that is nothing but the perfectly elastic demand. The typical example of perfectly elastic demand are nothing but different types of your consumable goods, or we could say tea or vada pav. These are the some of the perfectly elastic demand. यहाँ पे एक बात ध्यान में रखिए, it is typically a theoretical concept. So there are only few products which are having the example of perfectly elastic demand. यहाँ पे इसके example बहुत कम है, but yes, it is one of the theoretical concept, and here the concept is what? Fractional change in price may stop the demand, or there is a huge change in the demand. Demand आपकी यहाँ पे total कम हो जाएगी. Like simple example, चाह का अगर रेट बढ़ गया, for the tea the rate is increases, the demand much more affected by means of perfectly elastic demand. That's why here E is equal to infinity. Okay, so friends, let's move towards the third one, that is the relatively elastic demand. यहाँ पे word क्या है? relatively. It clearly means that it is somewhat affected towards the perfect elasticity. That's why here E, that is the elasticity, is greater than 1 in terms of the perfectly elastic demand. और यहाँ पे अगर हम बात करें डायग्राम की, so the diagram is like this, or we could say rather than this, the diagram could be like this, because here what happened? A small change in price make huge change in demand. प्राइस में थोड़ी भी अगर चेंज हुआ तो उसकी डिमांड में बहुत रिफ्लेक्शन हो जाएगा. दैट कुड बी द रिलेटिवली इलास्टिक डिमांड. क्लियरली, रिलेटिवली इलास्टिक डिमांड, अ स्मॉल चेंज इन प्राइस फ्रॉम 5 to 10 example make a huge change in demand. For example, if suppose there is a 5% increase in price, okay, and when it reflects nearly 25% decrease in demand, that is nothing but the relatively elastic demand. Okay, so from that point of view, it is again important one. Here the perfect example could be your mode of transportation, like air travel. So these are the examples of realistic demand. यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे? If suppose the air travel is somewhat costlier in nature, then we use other mode of transportation. यहाँ पे इसका एग्जैक्ट मीनिंग वो होता है. और इसके अलावा डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ वैक्सीनेशंस, मेडिकल्स, सो दीज आर द एग्जांपल्स ऑफ रिलेटिवली इलास्टिक डिमांड, एंड दैट्स व्हाई E is less than 1. Sorry, E is greater than 1. With consent to fourth one, relatively inelastic demand. Here it clearly tending towards the inelasticity. That's why it is less than 1. And with consent to the graph, we could say a major change in price. देखिए प्राइस में बहुत ज्यादा चेंज है, बट इट रिफ्लेक्ट्स स्मॉल चेंज इन क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड. क्वांटिटी डिमांडेड में बहुत स्मॉल चेंज होता है विद कंसेप्ट टू द प्राइस. इट क्लियरली मीन्स दैट दो देयर इज अ प्राइस कुड बी चेंज इन मोर परसेंटेज. फॉर सिंपल सेंस, if suppose there is increase in price for by means of 40%, but still demand is reduced by means of only 10%, so that is nothing but relatively inelastic nature. Okay, क्या क्या होता है यहाँ पे देखिए एक बार, when there is a more change in quantity demanded, or we could say when the price could be changed with a more matter but the demand remains same, or there is a very small fluctuations for the quantity demanded. And here the typical examples are nothing but different types of niche market, luxurious good, or different types of branded commodities, luxurious goods. These are the examples of relatively inelastic demand. Jewelry, these are the perfect examples for the relative inelastic demand. देखिए अगर हम बात करें तो in a professional area or in a practical approach, these two are most commonly advisable. ये दो हमें बहुत जगह पे दिखता है, because definitely. And the last is the relative unitary elastic demand. It clearly means that a perfect change, or we could say a perfect change with concept to the price and quantity demand. The word itself indicates unitary, that's why E is equal to 1. Okay, so यहाँ पे क्या बात होती है, percent change with consent to the price and quantity is directly proportional. इसका मतलब क्या है, 50% प्राइस में चेंज हुआ है, so definitely only 15% change in the quantity demanded. So responsiveness of change between quantity on one hand and price on other hand could be same. That is the unitary elastic demand. Okay, यहाँ पे दोनों में 15% अगर प्राइस में चेंज हुआ है, so definitely 15% change in terms of the quantity demanded. That is unitary elastic demand. And the perfect example for unitary elastic demand are nothing but the home appliances, different types of purchasing of fruits. Generally यहाँ पे भी there are only few examples which quoted unitary elastic demand. जैसे हमने कहा already, relative elastic and relative inelastic are definitely in a way that having the more examples in practical life. Okay, so these are the 5 types of the degrees of price elasticity of demand. देखिए फ्रेंड्स, अब हम और एक बार रिव्यू लेते हैं रिगार्डिंग द टाइप्स ऑफ प्राइस इलास्टिसिटी. एज वी नो देयर आर 5 टाइप्स, and here keep in mind one thing, x axis represent quantity while y axis represent price of the commodity. If we say that D is the demand and there are different 5 curves which shows DD1, DD2, DD3, DD4 and DD5. While we saying DD1, it is nothing but the perfectly elastic demand. It is typically for the sum of the homogeneous product where small change in price makes drastic, or we could say major difference with concept to the quantity demanded. Simple examples are nothing but the bread, tea, vada pav. Like यहाँ पे थोड़ा भी प्राइस में चेंज हो गया तो डेफिनेटली डिमांड कुड बी स्टॉप्ड वन, यहाँ पे डिमांड ही रुक जाएगी. सो दैट E is equal to infinity for DD1, that is perfectly elastic demand. So here for the perfectly elastic demand हम ये कह सकते हैं it is one of the theoretical concept where only few or some examples could be possible, which is again in the competitive nature, that is DD1. Okay, so second one is the DD2. It is relatively elastic demand. Here E is greater than 1. यहाँ पे क्या होता है, इफ सपोज 5% चेंज इन प्राइस विच मेक्स 20% change in demand, it means clearly though there is a major difference with concept to the quantity but price having certain fractional difference. Typical examples are like different types of travel mode, medicals or different vaccinations. which are there with concern to the relatively elastic demand. Third है DD3, it is unitary elastic demand. As the word unitary here, that's why E is equal to 1. It is typically said that when 10% change in price reflects 10% change in quantity, that is directly proportional. That's why it is there in the unitary elastic demand. It represents different types of examples like home appliances and fruits. Fourth, DD4, that is relatively inelastic demand. It clearly thinks that DD4, take a look about diagram DD4. Here, major change in price reflects only small change in quantity demanded. It clearly means that if there is a 40% change in price, but it reflects only 10% change in the quantity demanded. Typical examples are niche market, certain luxurious goods, branded items, or jewelry. And fifth one is the perfectly inelastic demand. Take a look on diagram or on the figure DD5. It is nothing but the perfect inelastic demand. Here, no matter what is the price, your quantity demanded remains same. That's why E is equal to 0. And the perfect examples are water, life-saving drugs, and salt. These are the perfect example for perfect inelastic demand. Friends, now we move ahead with concern to the practical importance of elasticity of demand. First, taxation. Here, government able to know the possibilities to raise the revenues. Second, wage determination. In terms of that, it is easy to raise the wages with concern to the inelastic product as compared to the elastic one. Third, international trade. Here, any country having good in terms of the export for which demand is less elastic and imports for which demand is elastic, so to earn more profits. Fourth, monopoly price. Useful for monopolies to fix the price. Fifth one, increasing return. With concern to returns, manufacturer lowers the price to develop the market so they produce more and take advantage of large scale production. Now sixth is the poverty in plenty. We could say when there is a bumper production, during that conditions it clearly ruin the economic positions. यहाँ पे बम्पर प्रोडक्शन होने के बाद भी हमें चाहिए उतना फ़ायदा नहीं मिल पाता है. सेवंथ वन इज द इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ प्रमोशनल एक्टिविटी. यहाँ पे एक बात ध्यान में रखिए, डिमांड फॉर द प्रोडक्ट मेड लेस इलास्टिक ड्यू टू यूज ऑफ एडवर्टाइजमेंट. हेंस firm spends more amount on the promotion. Or last, effect on economy. The working of the economy is affected by nature of consumer demands. It also affect total volume of goods and services produced in a country. अब हम बात करेंगे व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ थ्योरेटिकल इंपॉर्टेंस. फ्रेंड्स, आगे बढ़ने से पहले एक लाइक और सब्सक्राइब तो बनता है. सो फर्स्ट वन इज द प्राइस डिटर्मिनेशन. हियर elasticity of demand is used to determine the price under various market conditions. Like for the perfect market, you could do by means of individual level. Second, price discrimination. इसका मतलब ये होता है when one product is available at different prices at different location. Okay. Third one, measuring monopoly. Measuring the degree of monopoly. Here, monopoly power means the power which a monopolist uses to influence the people. Fourth, boundary between the industries. It shows the cross elasticity of demand. एक कमोडिटी की दूसरे कमोडिटी पे क्या असर पड़ता है, that is there. Fifth, market reforms. Here again, cross elasticity helps to understand different market reforms. Then, theory of distribution. यहाँ पे हम ये कह सकते हैं elasticity of demand is useful in determination of relative shares of the various factor of production. And last one is the classification of goods either in a substitute or complementary goods. हमें ये पता है that is the substitute का मतलब ये होता है a good that can be used in place of other goods, and complement where a good that is used in conjunction with another good. एक के बदले अगर यूज करते that is the substitute, और एक के साथ यूज करते हैं दैट इज द कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री गुड. सो फ्रेंड्स, आई थिंक द होल सेशन इज डेफिनेटली यूजफुल टू यू. इसकी पूरी लिंक मैंने ऑलरेडी डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दे चुके हैं. यू कुड यूज द सेम एंड डेफिनेटली बी विथ मी फॉर द नेक्स्ट सेशन ऑल्सो. थैंक यू फॉर टुडेज सेशन.